Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm basically going to be talking about the new spawn egg changes and what other changes I would make in my opinion. Huge shout out to KMB over on Twitter. He said, "I love all the new spawn eggs so much. This might be quite helpful, but I'm thinking this is the next step in the art revamp for Minecraft. Originally started with the texture update, which was in 1.14 Village and Pillage. We can see other texture updates, especially community requested ones like enchantment books. Then I replied saying, I love that so very much. I hope that they do eventually update the enchanted books like how Echo Soldier said. It can be very difficult to see which one you want for your weapon or armor or tools or whatever. So, well, I love these spawn eggs very much. Basically, the problem with the old spawn eggs is that basically the old spawn eggs, you couldn't, like, when I have overlay on screen, an image on screen of the old spawn eggs, basically they were all the same. And especially for colorblind people and people that are kind of blind, they can't really tell with the old spawn eggs what basically mobs they're supposed to spawn. Of course, they do have to rework some things like the skeleton and the skeleton horse spawn egg. They need to revamp those. They need to change those a little bit to say, oh, hey, this is a skeleton. Maybe add a face to the skeleton spawn egg along with the skeleton horse. Maybe make that more of a horse, but a skeleton horse. So yeah, but everyone has been loving this. Like, if you saw my video about this with the jelly spawn egg, then yeah. But basically, I'm talking about the enchant in this one, because if you don't know, in 1.21 or in 1.21 or something, we got a update to the banner patterns. Because before, all of these banner patterns, basically, they were all the same. You couldn't tell which one is which because they were all the same. They did not have their unique texture. Well, here, after 1.21, you can see that we can now see what banner pattern is what. And I want that to happen with the enchanted books, because you can see how they look exactly the same and they don't follow what the banner patterns and the spawn eggs do. Like, they don't follow that. Enchanted books, they don't do that. And he tried to also the Belgi, or Belgi. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name, but he tried to him. He just made a video talking about this, and he said that he would also like changes to the goat horn, and to the potions and all of that. I'll have his video linked down below. But really, like, and he said also the tipped arrows, but really, like, also the goat horns. You can see. I'll have his video link down below. I know that I know people are kind of hating the new spawn eggs, but it just takes time to get used to stuff. It takes time to get used to new changes that you haven't been used to, that are basically brand new. It'll take time for people to get used to it, but I think this is huge. I love the spawn egg so very much. It follows the same thing as the banner patterns, which I love. And I want them to do the same thing to the enchanted books. Make the enchanted books, give them their own texture, because it's so hard to organize enchanted books because they just look exactly the same. And it's just the same texture, and they haven't changed since they were introduced. Of course, the potions did get a slight color change, but that's only because of colorblind people and just colorblind in general. That's why they shifted the texture of the potions, but they haven't. And from what Belgi said, a Mojang developer did say that they are planning to update and overhaul the potions in general, like the potion bottles. We're planning to revamp these entirely to make them unique, like how the spawn eggs and the banner patterns are, which I just think is really cool. And I wanted to do that with the enchanted books because, well, with the enchanted books, if they are different, then it allows us to organize them 100% times better, and it just makes the game look a lot better, because I hate how all of these look the same. There's no difference between them, and I would love it if they could I would love it if every single enchanted book, regardless of like if it's 5 or not, just like I wanted to I wanted them to revamp all of these enchanted books, even the ones that have multiple levels, like 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. Like they all should have their own unique texture, because everything in the game does have their unique texture. Like the Padres shirts, they have their unique texture. The banner patterns have their own texture. The spawn eggs have their own texture. And so it kind of is outdated how the potions don't have their own texture. How basically the enchanted books don't have their own texture. The tipped arrows don't have their own texture. Along with the goat horns, it makes no sense how those things don't have their own texture, even though basically we have now 1, 2, now 3 things that have their own textures that differify to testify between all of them, all the same things. So yeah, I would love it if. I don't think we're going to see any more texture revamps in this update in 1.21.5 this spring drop, because this is expected to be released in mid-March. Mid-March is when we're expected to see this, and mid-March is also when Minecraft Live is. Minecraft Live is going to be happening mid-March, right before the spring drop releases. And if the spring drop releases in mid-March, then that means that they need to ship out this. That means they need to ship out 1.21.70 on Bedrock. They need to ship that out to the other companies to get certification testing done, because that could take up to a month to get done. And if they want to get this out mid-March, they need to send it through certification testing right now, this upcoming week, because if they don't, then basically they don't do it this week, then the spring drop might get delayed a month, because the longest certification testing has gotten, the longest it has gotten to finish is 3 weeks. Super rarely, sometimes 4. So that's like a month basically of certification testing and all of that. And if they want to release this mid-March, then they need to get 1.21.70 to Apple, to Samsung, to Google, to PlayStation, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. They need to get the update out, the full update out to them, so they can test it on their devices and see if there's anything major that needs to get fixed. If there isn't, then that's good, and that means it does take as long as a time. But all those companies are very, very busy, and since they are, it does take time for them to get to the update for Minecraft and to test it. It does take no while to get to it. So because of that reason, they need to ship it out this week to those developers and to those companies so they can test it out and give them the green light to say, oh, hey, yeah, you can ship it out, and it's all fine. You can ship it out on all these devices. It's all good. And Java Edition needs to go through pre-releases and 1 or 2 released candidates. They still need to do that still on Java, which is the version I'm playing on right now. So yeah, but that's all the latest news. I just wanted to talk about the spawn eggs, and I would really love it if they could change enchanted books. I really just want the enchanted books changed to have their own unique texture for every single book, so we can very easily organize them in a clean, mannerly way. Because, well, there's no way you can organize all of these books. You cannot organize them at all because they all look the same. It requires you to hover your mouse or cursor over all these books to see which one it is. And that's not good, especially for colorblind and people that have disabilities. And so it'll be a lot easier for everyone if they just redid the texture, just like what they did for the spawn eggs. Do the same thing with the enchanted books. Like, the texture at this point is outdated. It needs to get revamped. But, of course, those things do take time because, well, basically, the art developers, the art people that make the art for Minecraft, that made the art for the spawn eggs, they need time to come up with ideas for the spawn egg, for the enchanted books. They need to come up with a design for the enchanted books, and really, basically, they come up with the idea, and once they do it, then they need to do concept art, and then after that, they need to give it to the higher ups that basically say, "Oh yeah, I like that. It's good. You can send this to the developers, and the developers will implement it to the actual game, and they'll test it, see if there's anything, if it breaks anything. If it doesn't, they'll fix it, and then they'll send it out to snapshots, previews, and betas on Java and Bedrock, and then they hear our feedback, make changes accordingly. It's like taking another couple of weeks or months." And so that process just is forever. It just takes forever for that process to happen. So, yeah, you can probably see where I'm going with this. But, yeah, that basically is it for this video. I just wanted to make this video to ramble about the spawn egg texturing, give it my idea on it, my feedback on it, because, well, I hate the enchanted books. I hate these textures right now. I know there's resource packs out there, but on Xbox, the Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation, you cannot at all install custom resource packs or texture packs to your game. You can't. They all block that from happening. Basically because of security reasons, but also because they want you to go through the marketplace, and they want you to spend money, so you have to pay them to get your fix, to get your game to look how you want it. So, because money is involved. So, yeah. So, that's why Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft are blocking you on their consoles from downloading resource packs and texture packs onto the game, because they want you to go through the marketplace and get things that way. And since they want you to get things that way, you can see the problem there. So, yeah, you can see the problem. But yeah, I really do hope you enjoyed my rambling. I'm sorry if I'm making too much of these rambling videos. It's just that I enjoy making them, and I just enjoy making them, and they're like my favorite video to make so far, because I just like rambling. I just like telling people my opinion. I just love talking about my opinion, get my opinion out there. I just like doing that in general. I just think it's kind of fun to just talk about my opinion, tell people my opinion, that actually care about my opinions and all of that. So sorry if I made too many of those videos. I'm hoping that my next video will be part 2 of me showcasing the Better on Bedrock add-on on Bedrock Edition. So make sure you watch out for that. Don't know if it's going to come out today or whatnot. Don't know when that's going to come out. Don't know when I'm going to record it, but yeah, watch out for that on my channel. Make sure you subscribe with that bell set to all, so YouTube notifies you when I upload that video, so you can be notified when that video goes live. So yeah, please make sure you subscribe if you're not, because I see a lot of you guys are enjoying my jelly and my spawn egg talk video. I really appreciate your support on it. It means a lot to me. But I would like if you guys were to subscribe if you enjoyed it, because that tells me if you subscribe under that video, that tells me that you're enjoying it and you want more videos like it. So make sure you subscribe and like the video, because if you subscribe and like, if you do both of them, then it tells me that you're enjoying it and you want more videos like that. And then I will make more videos like that as soon as possible. What just happened? Okay, that was weird. Sheep hid by a sheep. That's weird. Okay, but yeah, that's basically how you can tell me if you like the idea or not, is by subscribing and liking the video. If the video gets enough likes and gets enough subscribers from that one video alone, then that tells me that you're enjoying it and you want more videos in that style and format, and you want more videos like that in general. So yeah, make sure you subscribe and like, because that tells me that you want more videos. So like this. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Goes in my next video. Peace. Take care, guys.